Hi everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Pathfinder. So at the end of my last episode I had been muddling over how to basically build the best world that I can, and basically what I found out is that similar to Mistcraft, what you can do with RF tools is actually just create like a random dimension. So what I've actually done is simply just put one of these, where is it? We get like a tabular creation matrix, that's the one. So literally all I've done is get one of these, put it in there and hit store, and it makes one of these blank dimensions. So let me just put this away somewhere, store it in here, say for example. I've just realised how loud my actual music is. Hang on a minute. Oh, my master volume's quite high, so let me just drop that down a wee bit, down to like 50. It's like really loud in my ear. There we go, fantastic. So what we're going to do is take out this dimension. So this is the dimension that we can go to. We can still dial this up, but it won't be gaining any power. So basically it needs to be in here to actually have some kind of power. So this is a creative dimension builder, which is basically how we get essentially unlimited power from it. And it also makes universes pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do is just going to put my old dimension in there for a second. So our new dimension is in here now. So is it actually going to tell us what's in here? I don't think I can actually see what's in here, but doesn't seem too bad. So this is a creative one. This doesn't actually require any power, I think, which is why we're able to kind of indefinitely stay in these dimensions without having a more sustainable source of power. What we can do is, however, we've got the matter transmitter here. What we're going to do now is go to our new world. So I'm going to dial this up. So dial OK. So this is our old world, this ID4, and we're going to ID5 now. So this has just regained a little bit of power from our engine here. Just going to double check that I've definitely got everything. So I've got a matter transmitter, I've got a dialing device, I've got a Stirling generator. I think that's all I need to power my way back to here, and I've got plenty of coal on me as well. So we're going to dive on through into, if we go to the Voyager quest, so we're obviously going to try and do this wrong dimension. So I have to reach one or more locations, so I have to reach the wrong dimension. So this is all full of power, so fingers crossed guys, hopefully this goes okay. Starting teleportation. And we'll see what kind of dimension we end up in. Okay. So here's a whoosh. And there is absolutely nothing here from what I can see. Oh great, does this actually complete the quest? So I've visited, so yeah, I get the raw bag and the baked potato. Excellent. So I'm just going to put this away into here for now. So yeah, this is why I decided to bring all the stuff with me, because if I'd come here unprepared, for example, I would be actually stuck here right now. So I'm glad I actually came here prepared with, if we get it out, so I've got my matter transmitter, my dialing device, my Stirling generator. So let me plonk you down. There we go. So we're going to power this up. Let's grab this coal for now. We'll start charging. So we can dial from here back to the Pathfinder. There we go. So dial OK. So this is now charging. We don't want to go galloping through at this moment. I think I'm kind of like high up or something. I seem to be up in the air maybe. I can't really see. It looks like there could be something down there, or I'm in some kind of void world. What looks like I may be in some kind of void world that is raining. There's things up there, like platforms or something, but I've got no way of getting to them without, say, for example, a jetpack, which we'll probably get working on soon. So how are we doing for power? So this is going to take a little while to charge up, because it's got to charge up both of the dialing device and the matter transmitter. So while we're here, let's just double check what is. So that's unlocked another quest elsewhere. So does that mean, Voyager, all quests are completed? So Intrepid is not unlocked, neither are all of these. So it looks like we're going back to Bellerophon for now then. So what did we manage to open up elsewhere then, if I managed to... So that it unlocked one quest elsewhere, but I can't see what that quest is, if that makes sense. So that apparently was the last quest in Bellerophon. Not Bellerophon, Voyager. So we now need to complete Bellerophon. So we will be heading back to our other world momentarily. I mean, for example, I could actually dial straight back to my old world, but I want to go back to the Pathfinder first and dial up, what's the word I'm looking for? So these are both charging up with energy. It's going to take a little while. I brought plenty of coal with me, really. Just grab some more of it out, just to be on the safe side. This should provide us with more than enough to actually get home. Let's also see what we got in the reward bag. So we got, wow, 8 pneumatic servos. That's actually a really good reward. I like that. I'll go for that. That's pretty cool. Baked potatoes aren't that nutritional right now, so let's just eat a couple of pork chops. There we go. So we've obviously got, I can't remember which hunger overhaul mod we've got on. I don't know if it's actually hunger overhaul or whether or not it's something else, but this is going to charge, so they're both kind of charging up equally, and as soon as this one is fully charged we will be able to go back to, I mean I could almost unconfigure it so it doesn't actually push anything out, but as it's probably already, it's already dialed up basically, so I don't know if it actually has or not, but yeah, I think that is ready to go, but we do need some more power in here before we can head back. So yeah, let me have a quick look while we're waiting. What I want to look up is the leadstone energy cell, which will be the next quest line there. So leadstone energy cell, how do we make that again? That is lead, iron, and either a leadstone energy cell frame or a basic capacitor bank. So this would be Ender IO. So we need gold, copper, and redstone. That's not too bad. That's a bit easier than it has been on some of the other mod packs I've played. Do need a block of redstone, or we need a leadstone energy cell frame, which is lead, glass, and again a block of redstone, which is fair enough, so fairly straightforward, so we can probably get going with that when we get back. After that we've then got to go all the way down this quest line, after which we'll be making ourselves a jetpack, which will be pretty awesome. So how are we doing for power? So it's charging up fairly nicely. As soon as this one's fully charged it should go a bit quicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut away and I'll meet you guys back in my kind of my prime world once I make it back there. So I will see you in a sec. Okay guys, so we are back at Camp Nimbus. We made it back eventually. It took me a little while just waiting for the damn thing to recharge, but where were we? So we're looking to make ourselves a leadstone energy conduit, aren't we? So what was the best way of going about this? So I'm thinking we're going to get some lead. I think we've got lead somewhere. Let me have a quick look. Lead. Got a little bit of lead. Maybe the other way is the best way to go then. Maybe the basic capacitor route is probably the best way to go, because I do have more gold than I do lead. That makes sense. So I want to pour out that copper before I put gold in there. And then probably pour out the rest of it, just so I've got like an empty smeltery. I hate filling smelteries up with things that aren't really necessary. I'm tempted to go down a mine at some point as well, just because I didn't realise how much resources I might need. At least I've got enough lead literally just to make this, I think. What else have we got to make? What's coming up? Can't really tell. Let's get you out. Let's get all this iron out as well. Turn you into copper bars. There we go. I think I can get this melting down, this gold. Should be fine, should be fine. How much aluminium brass have I got in there? Not really that much. I'm probably just going to waste it. I've got enough for a few bars by the looks of things. Got enough for quite a few bars actually, to be fair. How much have we got left? Quite a lot. Okay, so yeah, we managed to get 6 bars of aluminium brass out, so I can always chuck this back in when I want to kind of make casts and things like that. So now we have molten gold, so I should be able to pour that out like so. What else did we need to do? So we needed iron, which we've got. Oops, a daisy. No, I wanted my inventory, not the questing book. What am I doing? So I need a block of redstone, some iron, these basic capacitors. So I need 4 copper. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need some gold. So it's turn you into ingots and then you into nuggets. Let's quick check what I needed for them again. I need a lot of redstone for them though, but I don't have the lead to make this, if that makes sense. So hopefully I've got enough. Fingers crossed. So let's make that into a block of redstone. I think I've just got enough here, so we need to make 1, 2, apparently need more gold nuggets, which is fair enough. And then we can make 3 and 4, grand. We can then make the basic capacitor bank once we've got 4 iron, I think. There we go. So basic capacitor bank, there we go. So this should be able to store RF. Marvellous. And then what we need is lead. So we'll grab the lead out first. There we go. So let's dump some lead in there. Pour out gold while we're at it. So yeah, we didn't quite have enough gold to make 2 blocks, unfortunately, so it's not the end of the world, but you need to keep pouring it out. So let me put some stuff away in here. Got like 2 redstone left. I really am going to have to go do some more mining off camera by the looks of things. I'll remember to do that this time, I promise, guys. Here we go. I don't think lead and gold mixes, so this should be fine. Not a problem. There we go. Yeah, there's the lead. So we're going to need to pour that out. And then we also need some more iron as well. So let's grab this iron ore. Start melting you down. I mean, we've got plenty of fuel left. Not as though we're running out of fuel anytime soon, which is good. So yeah, I think what we needed was the basic capacitor bank, iron and lead. So yeah, nice and straightforward. So yeah, no other quests have unlocked. I've basically checked everything while I was off camera waiting for things to charge up. I managed to retrieve the Sterling generator from that world because I don't plan on going back there. So we're waiting for this iron to melt down, aren't we? Yeah, I retrieved the Sterling generator but left the dialing device and the master transmitter there as they're only made out of wood anyway. So I'm not on other mod packs, they're not quite so easy to make, but because this is all about kind of exploring these worlds and it's not focused on other kind of like techie things, they're making the recipes a little bit simpler. So we need 4 iron here. Here we go. How much did we get altogether? Oh, hang on a minute. We've got enough for a block. So let's pour you out. And then I think we can probably pour out 1 more ingot as well. There we go. So that should pour out a block of iron. We do have 1 here. So what we can do is actually craft it up nice and quick. So Daisy, wrong recipe. What the hell do I need? Lead, iron, and basic capacitor bank. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. There we go. For some reason, it didn't want to shift click in. Very bizarre. And we can also get our block of iron as well. There we go. Marvellous. Right, so let's check the quest book. Just realised I've got some gold ingots on me. So where were we? So I've completed this one. So I've finished power storage. I got leadstone flux ducts from a quest reward, I believe. There they are. Don't know what they're doing in there. I want to go in here, which is like my kind of crafted stuff, I suppose. The leadstone energy cell can go in there as well. So I think that quest is finished. So to make these, let's have a quick look. So, oops, daisy. Could have found it from there. So leadstone flux ducts, simply just some redstone, some lead, some stained glass, some glass. So fairly straightforward recipe. We got some in a quest reward, so that saved me a hell of a lot of time. And we got a wooden handguard, so a dead exciting quest reward. But that quest is now complete, so we're on to the Prometheus. So, did that unlock anything anywhere? Ah, so we're on to Intrepid now. So what can we do here? Hawking. So it's possible to grow all sorts of plants provided with power. It only makes sense that we should be able to grow ores as well. Okay, that's fairly cool. So, a task where the player has to reach... Ah, right, I have to reach a certain reputation before I can start that particular quest line. And Liberty... So you were able to manipulate matter. It was hardly a big deal. It should be simple to manipulate time as well. I might be able to do that via clockwork. Of course, in order to make clockwork, we'll need brass. Okay, so this is fairly cool. So apparently I've got enough reputation to start this quest line. I'll have a look at that off camera, but we do have things to do here first. So the first thing that captivates the mind when thinking about machines is more efficient smelting of ores. And although the smeltery can do this, it is painfully slow and nowhere near compact. That's where we'll begin with our first machine, a pulverizer. Okay, so the pulverizer can, when provided with power, can crush down ores into dusts. So yeah, fair enough. So I need to craft a pulverizer. Let me have a quick look at that. How do I make this? So this will require more redstone, which I don't have, and I'm probably going to have to make a machine frame. Can I make a basic one? I can, which is iron, lead. So I probably could actually make this, apart from, nope, I'm missing some redstone. So maybe start that next episode. So what I might do, in between this and the next episode, not right now, I'm going to do some other stuff first, but I'm probably going to make myself a little house at some point, I think. So I'm probably going to have a bit of a redesign, turn this like area down here into an actual kind of like house. And then maybe build up into the hill as well, which would be quite cool, but I'll get around to that probably off camera now. So I've got a pulverizer to make. What have I got here as well? So no matter how hard we try, I think things are going to be a little disorganized. So, however, we could probably build a machine that will let us sort through all our items much easier. Okay, that's fairly cool. So the storage scanner must scan for nearby inventories after being provided with power. After that, one may view contents of inventories by selecting them from the list at the top. This is really cool. So it's kind of like AE, but a bit different, I suppose. So After that, we'll review the contents of the inventories by selecting them from the top of the list. You can also double click on an inventory to have it highlighted in world. So I wonder how we make that. That sounds fairly cool. So storage scanner. So that is an ender pearl, which we don't have apart from, oh, a diamond, stick and stone bolt, and we get ender pearls. Fair enough. So if I actually had any diamonds, I would actually be able to do that. So I'm really going to have to do some more mining by the looks of things, which I will be able to do off camera. Machine frame is lapis, which I'm not sure have I got lapis? No, I don't have any lapis either. So, see, I'm missing quite a few things here. So, okay, so I'm going to need to do some mining off camera to do these two quests as I'm running low on supply. So basically, I'm going to need to spend a little bit of time down in my strip mine, doing a hell of a lot of strip mining. So that's going to require me to make some more torches and just kind of go through and do that. But what else can we do? So Pathfinder, nothing in Pathfinder yet, but Liberty. Can we actually start on Liberty? Let's have a look. So... of course, in order to make a clockwork, we need brass. Brass can be made in the alloy furnace with 3 copper and 1 zinc. This brass can be used for all manner of things such as pneumatic tubes, various machines, or clockwork. So we have zinc. So let me start melting some zinc down. Can I melt it down in the smeltery? No, I cannot. Okay, so let's just smelt it instead then. Can I do that? Yes, I can. This is where I'm gonna... I think zinc is fairly common, so I'm not exactly bothered about smelting it or normally for now. Let me just have a quick look at zinc. What can I do with this? So I can sag mill it to get like zinc dust. That comes from Ore Plus. There's lots of these mods which basically add in more powders and stuff like that, but I can't smelt it down I can't melt it down in the smeltery, which is fair enough. So we're just going to grab some zinc and some copper, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's make some brass. So we need to put that in the alloy furnace, grab a little bit of coal, like so, and this should make brass in theory, which would be nice, won't it? So how much we've got to make? We've got to make 1. Okay, that's fair enough. So this should make all the brass. Oops, Daisy's just throwing things on the ground wherever it's gone. There we go. So we've got some brass. Excellent. So turning cogs, and so you're able to manipulate. Oh yeah, we already read that bit. And to make any machines, one last piece is needed: gears. These can be made out of any material, but for now we use iron. So let's have a look at gear. So we need an iron gear, which is iron and sticks. Okay, we can do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 sticks. So let's make one of you. Marvellous. So let's go back to the quest book. So we're done there. So what kind of bag did we get? A good bag. So this should be fairly good. A block of aluminium. Fantastic. That's not a bad reward. It's better than some of the ones we've been getting. So the basic reward bags are quite frankly pathetic on this mod pack, I will say that, but the what's it called, the good reward bags do actually start to reward you with actually some fairly decent stuff. Potemkin, so now we're actually beginning to create our clockwork. We'll need a table of some sort to work in, and then it'll only be a matter of time before we can create tools and machines out of brass. So the clockwork assembly table has several functions. It can be used with gears and various trinkets to create clockwork, can be used to fill hourglasses with sand, and can even be used to increase the capacity of mainsprings. Okay, so we need a clockwork assembly table. Let's have a look at that. So this is just wood and that iron gear we've just made. Okay, so let's grab a little bit of spruce wood, I think. We'll turn you into that kind of wood. Whoops-a-daisy, throwing things away again. I must forget that I can't just shift-click things away half the time, so put wood round there. That would make a chest, but we're going to make a clockwork assembly table. Let's just place you down there for now. Oh, wow, so this is an interesting... Oops-a-daisy. Okay, so there's like loads of different menus. I have no idea what they do. So we do have a reward bag. So we are going to... What do we get there? So block of iron. Fantastic. We've got more iron. That's what I'd like to see. So nice reward. So we've done that. So now it's time to begin constructing the mechanisms important to any clockwork machine. There are 3 statistics involved here: quality, speed and tension. Tension is similar to the durability of a clockwork item. The higher tension, the longer it will last. Makes sense. Speed determines how well the device is able to function, say the amount of time needed to mine a block, and quality affects how efficient the devices are with their tension. The higher the quality, the longer the tension will last. So clockwork is created in the clockwork assembly table, gears are inserted to any of the slots, and a piece of clockwork is taken out. Each gear provides its own speed or quality stat, and several can be introduced in one clockwork. This will determine the speed and quality of the tool made from this clockwork. Okay, so let's have a quick look at, see if it actually tells me how to make this. So I need to make clockwork, which doesn't tell me how to do it. So I'm going to have to use this somehow, but so I think it's this one. I basically need to put a gear in. So can I make like a copper gear? So copper's got a quality of 40 and a speed of 30. What else have I got? I've got a lot of Invar spare, I think. Yeah, I've got an Invar block spare. So, I mean, if I could make an Invar gear, that'd be quite good. Have a quick look. So, do I have Invar? Silver, steel, temporal, rusty tin, thormium. Does this pack have Thorncraft? Okay, guys, sorry about that. I did something silly there, but basically I managed to press my F11, which is my full screen button, which is right above backspace, and I accidentally managed to, what's the word I'm looking for? Minimize the screen, and yeah, that not good when you're recording because it kind of drops out of the desired resolution. So I just had to drop away for a second. Hopefully it shouldn't look too bad on the recording. So I was having a look at this, and copper and iron are fairly similar, whereas one, you get a trade-off between quality and speed. So this is slightly faster but has a slightly lower quality. So I think we'll make a copper gear. Is there anything else I can make? Was there a bronze gear? Bronze was quality 50, speed 25. So I have a fair amount of bronze actually. So let's use bronze. So I get a slightly higher quality but a slightly lower speed. So let's make that bronze gear wherever you are. There we go, one bronze gear. I'm assuming if I put that somewhere around here, I get a clockwork. So quality, speed, and memory. Okay, so that's actually done something. So we're on to springboards. So main springs can be made regularly in any crafting table. These springs will provide the basic tension for the tool. They can be upgraded to hold more tension in the clockwork assembly table. Simply click the mainspring button in the lower right to open up the interface. This spring can then be placed on the center and surrounding. It can be placed in the center and surrounded in metals or metal blocks of any type to upgrade its tension. Then hit the mainspring button in the center to upgrade. Okay, so let me have a quick look at mainspring. How do I make that? So that is iron surrounded by a stick. So I need 8 of you with a stick. So we're going to need some wood back. 1, 2, there we go. And we'll just surround that with iron, like so. So it currently has like 0 tension. So I think what it was saying was, if we go into here, hit the mainspring option, we then put the mainspring in the middle, surround it with a metal. So I'm going to need 8 of something, I suppose. Aluminium. I wonder if that'll work. Let's try that. So we'll try mainspring. Put the mainspring in there. Can I put that around? Has it done anything? It has actually increased the tension, I think, so I think that did something. So yeah, I think I can claim my reward. Excellent, so we're moving on quite nicely here. What do we get? A good reward bag. Another block of aluminium. Okay, so I don't actually mind using up that aluminium now, as I've just replaced it with another reward. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. I have no idea what clockwork phase is quite used for yet, but I'm sure I'll find out. And then finally we're into constitution. So the framework can also be used to provide added quality to clockwork. However, it is also used in several crafting recipes. So let's have a look at framework. So that is made with brass and iron. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll just get all the brass that we need. So let's make that framework. I'm hoping this is going somewhere. I'm hoping not making all this for no reason. And then what do we get? We got a good reward bag. A metal absorber. I have no idea what that does. So place this block on top of another block and it will gradually absorb all identical blocks in the area. Okay, that's cool. I'm just throwing it on the floor though. So material absorber. Oh, right. So you can use the end result in the dim lit workbench. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure what I'd use that for, but I'm sure it might be useful for something. But where were we? So we've made all of that. So the clockwork pickaxe can be crafted with 2 brass ingots, 2 sticks, and a framework. However, it will be unstable with 0 tension and 0 speed and quality. This can be remedied in the clockwork assembly table. Click the hourglass button in the lower left hand and place the pickaxe in the outer slot. Okay, so what we're going to need to do first is look at pickaxe. Oops-a-daisy, pick as is not the right way to spell it. So clockwork pickaxe, so we needed more of that bronze and the framework, so brass even. So we needed framework, brass, and sticks. Okay, so where did the rest of those sticks go? There we go. One, fantastic. So I think we can make our clockwork pickaxe like so. And then what was it I needed to do? So click the hourglass button in the lower left, place the pickaxe in the outer slot, place the clockwork in the other. The two can then be combined to produce a pickaxe with appropriate speed and quality. The mainspring can be added to the pickaxe in exactly the same manner. Right, so we need to go into, so that was part of the winding up one, wasn't it? Oh right, no, so we've made, oh right, okay, so we need to go into here, go to the hourglass, put, was it that in there? Then I need the clockwork. Oh, that goes in there, and then that gets upgraded, and then we do the same with the mainspring. Okay, so that has got quality, clockwork speed, and memory, and then it also will have tension, and by the looks of things, we're going to need to make a winding box. So I have no tension at all. This can be resolved by creating a winding box. Once placed into the world, a winding box can be clicked with any clockwork item to wind it up. So let's see if we can do that real quick. So we've got a winding box, which is more brass and some iron. So let's get 3 copper, 1 zinc. Bind that in the alloy furnace like so. As we're going to need a little bit more brass by the looks of things. We need 5 altogether. This should make 4. There we go. Excellent. And we need, what was it, 2 iron? So we're almost running out of materials. At least we had something to do on this particular episode. So we've got the winding box, which we can, I don't know, like I said, I really need to like make an actual house, which I will do between this and the next episode. So let me just plonk you down there. So can I wind that up? Oh wow, look, that's actually winding up the tool. That's really cool. So that has actually now got full tension. Cool. So I think we can claim our award there. What kind of bag is it? A good bag again? An RF Tools manual. Oh right, so excellent. I was actually thinking about making one of these, and it's actually gone and produced it for me myself, which is quite nice. So we've got the dimension manual, but we've never actually been given the whole RF Tools manual. So now we actually have a clockwork pickaxe, which is quite cool. So excellent. So what we're on to next? So Exeter. I actually used to live near a place called Exeter. That's interesting. Pegasus, Potemkin. I like some of the names. Are these all named after? These are all named after ships, I'm sure. So we've got Defiant, Constitution, Potemkin, Hood, Pegasus, and Exeter. I'm fairly sure they're ship names. It sounds a lot like ship names, put it that way. And what's the name? Liberty. So are these kind of like named after like ships and stuff? Some of these, they're all named after ships, aren't they? Like we've got like Excalibur, Galaxy, Challenger. Oh no, these are space shuttles, I think maybe. Odyssey, Venture, Cortez, Dauntless. These all sound like they could be space shuttles. Bellerophon are named after like Greek gods and things. Kittimer, Lexington. I'm not sure what the kind of the agricultural things are named after, but these kind of things are named after Hera, Memorac, Leeds, Farragut. They all still sound like they could be like ships names, maybe. I'm not sure, but it's an interesting. I like some of the names they've come up with. Well, we were on Liberty, so Exeter was the. So, however, the clockwork pickaxe might be, there may come a point in time when you want to upgrade it into man or other. You can disassemble the pickaxe using a disassembler. So, we're starting to run short of time here. So, what I might do is round off the episode here. Maybe pick this up, finish off this quest line in the next episode. And then also, because I will have had time to go and do some mining, we can also do some more of the Bellerophon quests as well. So we're obviously going to be looking at doing the Prometheus quest line, the Rutledge one, things like that, which would be quite cool. But I just need more resources for that. So I will be doing that next episode. So as always, guys, don't forget to comment and like if you've enjoyed this episode. Apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.